Waiting for the game to load up. Oh. Up in prices. If I wait a bit longer, it'll go up more, and I can just plop a bunch of them in there. I didn't read their thing. Wait, no, they didn't even have it in there. That's not my fault. I had this really good party that I was playing with. Like, we ran through a ton of them. It was a bunch of term archers, that's why. Like, I got to just sit there AFK. This one's gonna be a bit rougher. There's no... Oh wait, no, we have a mage. Never mind. Oh my god. So loud. Exit. There we go. server's laggy. Are they just not? There's what? There's usually trips there, right? Dude, there's just no trips here. Everything's broken. You should be allowed to use it. I don't think mages are the only ones that should. Mages aren't the only ones. It used to be able to. You used to be able to. Now you can't. Why? Wait, did they change it to where that doesn't affect it anymore? I don't remember. No, they didn't. They talk for so long. Did the mage fucking fall asleep or something? It's become a habit to where if I see someone standing there, I TP away because I take 20% of all of their damage, but 20% of infinite is still infinite, and it sucks because some people will just stand there and die. And it kills me as well. I hate this. I'm not even making profit from that because all the profit is coming from the fucking the fucking essence. Where's that lever? No, screw it. I don't need to finish.
Geico gives you a total car coverage combo from flat tires to fender benders and with 24/7 help too. Kind of like the combination of EDM, death metal, and smooth jazz. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
There are so many fun sounds happening all the time at Luray Caverns, like the drip drops of the formations, the blacksmith hammering away, or the gems being mined at the sluice. But hearing your family say,
"Wow, cool!
This is just like I remember it,"
is the best of them all. Visit LurayCaverns.com to learn more. Discovered.
From the original Free Second Opinion studio, here's Hugh Joyce.
Hello. Are you facing a big HVAC or plumbing repair bill? Have a nagging problem? Don't settle for the first advice you get. Call James River Air and ask for the original Free Second Opinion. The James River Air professional technicians will get you a solution that saves you money and gets you comfortable fast. So don't call James River Air and ask for the original Free Second Opinion.
Want the same expert advice you get from the pros in the store while shopping online at discounttire.com? Meet Treadwell, your personal online tire guide that matches you with the perfect tire for your vehicle. Get your best match in 1 minute or less with Treadwell by Discount Tire. Let's get you taken care of.
I don't know why everyone thinks every single tank has a gyro one. I still don't have it. Why am I blood rushing? Wait. This isn't my job. There you guys are. missing someone. The mage left because I didn't have gyro. Gyro's expensive, man. I don't have the money for that. Like, do you get how much money I poured into this armor? I could have upgraded my fucking Hyperion. I could be a mage. But instead, I'm stuck here tanking. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, the pains of not having a mage. I actually have to hit stuff with a sword to heal. Oh, the pain. Oh my god, none of them have a bow. They're all using swords. Oh, I swapped for my ass at the end. And I get nothing good. Oh, I love this game.
At Virginia Credit Union, financial success can be a first car, a second set of wheels, or the ride of a lifetime. Because at Virginia Credit Union, financial success isn't just one thing. It's all the things that are important to you.
I need to get a dungeon
And when it comes to
bag.
getting an auto loan to help you achieve your definition of financial success, we got you.
Come into your neighborhood Starbucks to enjoy free refills of hot or iced brewed coffee or tea. So stop in and stay a while. Your free refill is ready at Starbucks. Visit starbucks.com/refills for details.
Wait. Yeah, Where would the dungeon sack be? Yeah, I don't know. I know damn well there's a dungeon sack, but I don't know where to find it. It might be in the dungeon shop, actually, now that I think about it. No. No. Yeah, there's usually trips there, I guess not. Okay, yeah, they're all just gone.
When you fly, you rely on what's inside of you, don't you? Uh-huh. We fly with our spirit. Trusting your spirit, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And they left a puzzle unsolved. What am I doing? Please don't tell me it's the tic-tac-toe puzzle and they failed it. I swear to God, if it's the tic-tac-toe puzzle and they failed it, I'm gonna have a stroke. I My neighbors are shooting fireworks. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, they didn't fail it. They just straight up left it. I don't know why. How did that berserker almost die? Oh, that's why they barely have any health to begin with. Ooh, my combat level is about to go up. Yippee.
Raise the runners! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Attention Ashland. B-Mobile Verizon has a brand new location in your neighborhood at 11,670 Lake Ridge Parkway next to Hobby Lobby. With low wait times, free phones on select plans, and waived activation fees, there's never been a better time to shop. B-Mobile Verizon's new Ashland store offers fast, friendly service. B-Mobile, your family-owned Verizon store. Click or tap the banner and visit us soon.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada?
Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired.
Okay.
You're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/Spotify and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/Spotify.
As long as the mage doesn't leave, we're fine. I can just sit there and tank everything. It's just... No, I have to do those. be disconnected. I definitely can't do this with just one archer. That is going to be an impossibility. Might as well try. I'm so confused. What's missing? Okay. Okay, he's doing damage. Okay.
From the original Free Second Opinion studio, here's Hugh Joyce.
Hello. Are you facing a big HVAC or plumbing repair bill? Have a nagging problem? Don't settle for the first device you get. Call James River Air and ask for the original free second opinion. The James River Air professional technicians will give you a solution that saves you money and gets you comfortable fast. So don't wait. Call James River Air and ask for the original free second opinion.
At Virginia Credit Union, financial success can be a first apartment, a forever home, or a vacation house you wish you could stay at forever. Because at Virginia Credit Union, financial success isn't just one thing. It's all the things that are important to you. And when it comes to getting a home loan to
And
help
I
you
get
achieve
nothing.
your definition of financial success, we
After
got you.
all of that, I get negative profit. Big rip. Oh, fuck it. Nope, that group's not listed either. Okay. But he's a tank. Fuck it. Just risk it and hope they don't kick me. I'm a decently high level tank, so most of the time they just end up demoting the other tank anyway. It doesn't even matter if there's two tanks, because I'm tanking enough to where it shouldn't affect anything. I had like 3 tanks at one point. Chill. What the fuck? vô coi cái page của mẹ, như Facebook của mẹ, giống như how many people bấm lên. Nói này nè, giống như là trên điện thoại con có gì giống như cái đó kìa, giống như này nè. Thì con stream như con đang streaming đúng không? Và nó giống như cái đó mà nó nhìn khác thôi. Nó nói con how many people, how long con làm, nó nói how many people coi, giống như cái đó, giống như how many people coi, how long nó coi á.
Nhưng mà có gì không, đúng không? Đâu có gì đâu sai phải không?
Không có gì sai đâu mẹ.
Follow là khách người ta đang theo con tiệm mình follow cái gì?
Cái đó là how many people follow cái Facebook của mẹ.
Cái chỗ nào đâu? Bao nhiêu người follow cái Facebook mẹ đâu, nhìn cái nào?
Nói đó đó, followers 695.
Là cái người khách khách coi cái tiệm mình.
Cái này là how many people follow mẹ. Giống
chỗ này là gì?
Cái đó là how many people mẹ follow.
Mẹ có follow đó đâu?
Mẹ follow 40 something people á. Nó cái follow là chứ như chừng nào mẹ bỏ gì lên, như mẹ nói là cái tiệm đóng ở trên cái đó rồi cái khách đó thấy á. Đi theo cái tiệm coi cái tiệm làm cái gì á.
Bây giờ mày bỏ cái Facebook vô cái tiệm, vô cái book online cho khách này. Mày ghim vô cái book online vô cái chỗ này nè. Hiểu không? Đây nè.
Mày bấm vô cái website đây.
Đây nè. Đây nè, cho mày coi người ta làm, để người ta làm. Nó làm gì? Nè, cái tiệm người ta nè. Nè, người ta làm tao ghim vô hết trơn là mày làm giống vậy cho mày. Và số điện thoại rồi nè. Rồi mày để cái book online mày làm coi. Mày làm đi, mày ok mày làm đi. Cái này của người ta đó, mày nhìn thấy người ta không, bấm vô là nó book liền đó không? Thôi mày chỉ mẹ làm coi làm sao nè.
Thì mẹ muốn làm như đó để như đó không?
Làm giống như đó để lên trên đó đó. Bấm vô đâu mày chỉ tao bấm.
Mẹ delete hết cái này.
Delete cái gì?
Rồi mẹ delete hết cái đó, rồi mẹ bấm vô nó chỉ á, giống như mẹ bỏ cái emoji gì đó, muốn cái emoji gì rồi mẹ bỏ cái website link ở dưới á. Thì giống như
viết cho professional nghe, chứ đừng viết giống nước đít nha. Con viết giống nước đít là không được nha. Ngôi tiệm người ta cách viết đồ, người ta làm xô dữ lắm, hiểu không? Người ta làm xô
Quarter pounder with cheese had many great things. Maple flavored griddle cakes isn't one of them. McDonald's breakfast comes first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
You're a fixer, a sprucer up, a home service pro. So why waste time buried in admin and paperwork? Get back to what you love with Jobber, the all-in-one tool that fits your entire office in your back pocket. Start your free trial today at jobber.com.
Hello.
Wait, who is this?
Kai from a while ago. Like, shit, I don't know. Long
Hello.
time.
I'm
Uh,
streaming playing Hypixel.
do you remember me though?
I feel like I know the name. Your voice must
Ju-
have
ju-
changed a lot because
just look through messages and you'll see it for yourself.
give me a second.
Okay.
I'm currently doing advertising.
Nice.
We do now. Okay, so there's that. How have you been, though, sir?
It's problematic, I guess. I don't know.
How so?
uh, Tired a little bit. All the stress, and then I'm debating if I should just go pro or I should just take the normal route.
Go pro in what game?
No, just like in football.
Oh.
Low key, it's boring though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Football felt
I
weird for me. I jumped into Muay Thai.
I did a lot during the season, but they switched me to a different position. Because because I got a little bit bigger. I'm like 6'5" flat, 267 pounds. During freshman year, I was 5'8" or 5'10", and I met you during my freshman year, like when I was a freshman.
Wait, let me. Okay, now I can look through DMs. I need to not show my stream though.
Okay.
A part of me was gonna ask, are you that one femboy?
No.
Let's see.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this in DMs.
Okay, wait. Oh, were you friends with Ray?
A long time ago, yeah. But Jay.
Oh, oh yeah. Didn't she like block everyone?
I don't know. She didn't block me, but she hasn't responded. It was a long time ago. Like,
Her account got hacked. Her account got hacked.
Do you still talk to her?
No. That was the last conversation we had about her account getting hacked, and then she just blocked me on her new account. Em nói chuyện người mà.
You know who I am now, right?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
I'm looking back at her DMs. Oh my god, that one guy that said back off, she's mine. I can't.
This shit was funny. A lot has happened. You still there?
I'm sorry, I'm doing business stuff. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. That guy was the biggest simp ever, though. I still
Yeah.
I still look at DMs between me and him sometimes because it's so fucking funny.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. All I remember is like one time he threatened to fight me. He threatened to fight me, and then I'm pretty sure Ray said, "Don't worry, he's chubby."
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Ray was kind of a hoe.
Yeah. She was.
Not even kinda. Not kinda. She was.
She was. There is no kinda.
Yeah. Dude, that's what made me not like her as much, because that's weird, like, genuinely.
There was only one person I disliked more than her at the time, and it was that one girl named Dea. I don't know if you remember her.
I don't think so.
Okay. You get how at that time we were all minors?
Yeah.
Like, I shit you not, I was like 15 at the time.
I was 14 at the time.
Yeah, like, I'm 18 now, mind you.
Whew.
Like, I was 15 at the time. I was dating another girl that was 15 as well. Dea proceeded to call me a pedophile.
Are we not using our brains, Dea?
I had like a mini stroke because it was just so. What? What?
That makes 0 sense.
And then like when I called her out on it because she like kicked me from a server and that was her reason, and then everyone called her out on it and she was like, "Oh, I thought he said he was 17," and I'm like, one, that's like a 2-year age gap. That's
Yeah.
2. What?
It makes 0 sense, man.
It was so bad. I hated her guts. And then she proceeded to catfish. Like, she says that, and then she was a minor as well. She proceeded to catfish and lie to a 24-year-old saying that she was 22.
She's evil. Hell no. What
Yeah,
the
she was just straight up a bad person. That's like the one person back then that I probably disliked the most. It was terrible.
In second place is Ray.
Yeah. She was an interesting specimen.
Indeed, she was. I'm pretty sure one time she flashed me.
Wasn't she like? Isn't she some like rich white girl?
Yep.
Makes sense.
So that's not even. It's not an excuse to do stuff like that, you know?
It's not an excuse. It's more of like expected.
Yeah. But like, if I, because I plan to do a career when I'm older, when I get the money, right, and when I'm financially okay and make a child, I'm gonna make sure he or she's not spoiled, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Because yeah, it just has to. It depends on how much discipline you put on the child and what you teach them. Because Ray probably wasn't taught anything.
So like, her dad just buys her everything, is what I remember. And then her mom lets her do whatever she wants. I think like the last thing I heard about was like she falsely accused some guy of like hitting her. And then like
Ray?
Yeah, Ray. And then she posted it in like a Discord server. That's how it is. And it caused like a whole thing because one person called her out and said that it was fake. Dea was the person that called her out, actually. So that had
What? No way.
It was a whole thing. I was just. It was a whole.
Oh my lord.
I think like there was a guy there named Diamond, and I think I told him like, yo, can you just mute them both? Because they were just arguing in chat in 07.
No way.
But I think that was the last thing I remember, like, hearing about her, and then it was just gone. Radio silence.
That's insane. Dea, out of all people, I didn't think it would be Dea. Dea was friends with her, like, or something?
No, they were friends, quote unquote. I don't really know. You never know with them. You never know.
Yeah.
They were like they were both really fake, so you never know. Like,
damn.
Dea was terrible. She like. I think
they're both terrible.
One of my friends was having like a depressive episode, and then she went and like talked to them and let them vent just so that she can start quizzing them about me. That's how Dea found out I was dating someone, because she like interrogated my friend who was having like a mental episode.
So she's a really evil, huh? Damn.
They both went out of their way actively. So bad.
Ray always threatened to show a picture of a part of her body, which is very, and I always said no, and I was uncomfortable. She made me really uncomfortable, actually, a lot of the times.
I'm proud to say I'm not a horny teenager like them anymore. I'm now a horny adult.
It's better to keep it to yourself than say it. Like, why are you doing that,
They were way too public about it. Oh, another person has joined?
I'm 16, turning 17, July 2nd.
Wait, your birthday's July 2nd?
Yeah.
Same.
Really? No way. Awesome, dog.
I'll be 19. You're a wee baby. Wee child.
Yeah. I hope I grow more. I'm 6'5" flat.
You'll grow. Guys keep growing until they're like 21, I think.
Mm-hmm. My squat right now is 655 and my bench is 405.
I have no clue what my shit is.
You're a fighter, it doesn't matter,
Yeah. I'm not gonna
I used to fight. I used to fight a little bit, and I train at home wrestling and stuff.
I did MMA, and for one of my Muay Thai fights, I showed up with a bag of McDonald's hash browns. And I started eating it in front of everyone, and my coach was not happy with me. I won that fight. Like, no competition won that fight.
Was there a weight difference? Was there a weight difference or no?
There was a weight difference. I think it was like 10 pounds.
Wait, who weighed more?
I weighed more. It was a smoker fight, so the weight classes. Well, for one, I'm a heavyweight. I'm like 230 pounds. I'm like 230 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So the weight.
Dude, you remind me of Daniel Cormier. You know who that is, right?
I do not. I don't watch many fighters.
He was a legend, dog. He was a heavyweight that just ate whatever he wanted and just won them with ease.
But like the thing with heavyweight division is the weight difference is massive most of the time. It can go upwards of like 50-pound difference.
Yeah.
Sometimes more. So because I think I was the heaviest weight class. I was a super cruiser at the time.
Damn.
So it was just me and that guy. I'm proud to say we had the most entertaining fight. It's always fun to watch two 16-year-olds smack each other as hard as possible.
Have you ever lost fights?
Oh yeah, no, I have.
What's your ratio between winning and losing?
I have a lot of unofficial ones. I'd say 3-1. I did a couple Muay Thai fights in Vietnam as well that are completely off record
cool.
because I'm in America. It's because I went back to Vietnam on vacation and I got bored, so I signed up to a Muay Thai gym there. And they just signed me up. It was fun though.
It's cool.
Yeah, no. The one fight I lost here, it was to this one guy. It pissed me off so much because one of the rules for that fight was because we were so heavy and because we were both minors. One of the rules was no like flying moves, like no flying side kicks, basically.
What? That's dumb.
It was no flying side kicks and stuff like that, and no like flying keeps. Because they were scared that we were gonna hit each other and like internally damage our organs, and they didn't want to get sued. So
because y'all are minors, yeah.
Yeah. So I started off slow because I didn't want to break the rules. He jumped at me and landed a flying teep right into my liver, and it was terrible.
Did he get a red flag or not?
He got a warning. You get 3 warnings, but the thing about that is he hit me in the liver. That gassed me out.
That's so dumb. That is so dumb.
I was on survival mode for the rest of the time. Like and like it wasn't a small flying move. It was like he fell over after he did it. Like there
I
was
feel like okay, since you got warnings, I feel like you should use those warnings as your advantage. Use 2 of them. Since he used how you say it?
I don't like to fight dirty. I like to
I
fight.
know, but if my enemy fights dirty, I'm gonna do it back. You know,
And the thing is,
honestly.
even after the fight, he won on points. I'm pretty sure I like bruised his face really badly. Yeah, I bruised the bone on his forearm and then I busted his nose.
And he still had more points. All right.
Yeah,
Makes
I was like at the end of the fight, the only thing hurting was my hip because he kicked me there. Then and like I was gassed out. Yeah, but like you just keep swinging. Like what else can you do?
Was he a taller fighter? Did he have range or not?
He was so much fucking taller. I was 5'9" at the time. He was like what 6'5".
6'5"?
It was. It did not help that his coach was my coach's old coach, so I was just sitting there like shitting myself.
Oh, what the hell?
That was also my last fight because I need to work and go to school.
That's reasonable.
It's weird though, because my first fight, my coach walked up to me and said, "Hey, I already beat that guy's coach when I was a fighter. You'll be fine." And then my next fight, my last fight, it was against that guy, and my coach is like, "That guy's teacher was my teacher. Good luck."
Dude, there's lore behind it. That's crazy.
It was so... It was scary, man. I think like...
But that wasn't even fair. Like, he hit you in the liver.
I got warned before the fight that like, oh, he's good at controlling like pace, and I'm like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. And then I was like, that's how you control the pace. Okay.
Man.
I was thinking about getting back into fighting, but so tired and I don't feel like getting hurt.
I've been practicing at home, you know, just doing techniques and stuff, kicking the side of wooden planks.
I have a punching bag at home, but I barely use it. I go to American Fitness to have a punching bag there, and one of my friends goes there. So every so often I'll teach him because he's new to it, so that he doesn't have to pay, because all the places in Virginia are so fucking expensive. My old gym was $300 a month, so
what the hell?
That's
a lot.
It was a good MMA gym. Like they got me ready to fight in like my first fight was 4 months after I started training.
Oh.
And it was against someone that had I think he had 3 years of experience over me, and I won. So like it was a good school. It taught me great technique and it got me ready. It was one of those hybrids. It was a lot of training, and then every Friday we'd have sparring. So you got the sparring practice, but you weren't getting hurt constantly. Which was what I liked about it. But again, it's expensive, so I just teach my friend. Like every so often, when no one's using the yoga rooms, I'll just go in there and like let him spar with me and just I'm gonna train ninjas.
That's good.
I'm gonna train my own army. It's gonna be the Asian mafia.
Mafioso.
It's just gonna be a bunch of kids that own nail salons.
And you can use them as your minions to fight against evil.
Dude, I have little cousins for that. I made them vicious, okay? Like when they were little.
Really?
When they were little, I'd just be like fight each other, and then they'd do it. So now all of them are like extra aggressive. It's terrible. They will scratch you, like rip you apart.
When I was during my freshman year, I always wanted to get really hard knuckles. I already been having hard knuckles, so I would punch on how do you say it, on the wall while my mom wasn't here, right? Because she's gonna yell at me, obviously. So I would do that.
Punch walls.
I punch walls, right? For 30 seconds, and I noticed it hurt, but after a while, I don't feel anything. I think I broke the nerves, honestly.
I would say a better way of training is to go outside and punch dirt.
Does that
It's
improve more, or is it just safer?
it's safer for one, but also because the dirt is more like it has the same effect as sand. It causes micro
Mhm.
cuts on your skin, and
Mhm.
then that grows back, so your skin becomes tougher. That's why
So I've
people
been,
punch sand. That's why people
I've
punch
been,
sand.
I've been punching the walls to make my bones stronger. Oh, maybe I need to focus on the skin because I barely have anything there.
You're
It's just
punching
bone.
you're punching plaster. It's not gonna do much. Like no matter how strong your bones are, if your skin splits there, you're gonna be you're gonna be feeling everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible because there's not a lot of
Hmm.
muscle there. It's just bone.
Yeah, you're right.
So there's nothing holding your skin together. It's the same concept as if you get cut on the forehead. The wound just
Mhm.
opens up and expands, and there's nothing holding it closed. You'll have to
Mm.
go to the hospital for it.
Let's see. So punching dirt will help me out, adding some skin on there.
Yes, a lot more than punching a plaster wall. It'll also cost you less in the long term.
Dude, I used to, okay, not only plaster walls, but some brick walls, you know?
I think like my coach always said, do stuff that makes you stronger, but make sure you don't have to pay hospital bills. Like he'd have us
I-
he had
Mhm.
those hanging heavy bags, right? The ones filled with sand.
Mm. Yeah.
The bottom part is like a stone rock. So he'd just have us sit there and kick our shins against it.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The bottom's always hard,
Yeah,
like a rock.
so he'll just have us like speed kick the bottom until like our shins were red, but you're not gonna be scared of breaking any bones.
Do you do it like hard or like reps, like small reps?
Your goal isn't supposed to do it hard. It's supposed to do it like multiple times repeatedly, because
Mm.
realistically, you're not gonna get hurt from doing one
Mm.
big hard kick. You're gonna get worn down from doing multiple kicks, because it's like a
Mhm.
slapping effect. It's just painful.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
I should probably. I've already trained my knuckles again. Not again, but how do you say it? I've trained them enough. I don't know what else I should train in terms of making my bones denser or something.
That's straight up just diet calcium.
Yeah, I have taken a lot. My bones are already hard, but I want them to be like insanely hard, like more harder, like steel, maybe.
It is really just diet. You can like the only way stuff gets stronger in your body is if it gets damaged. That's how your muscles grow, that's how your skin grows, that's how your bones grow. You can like ramp up your pain tolerance, but you can't really make your bones stronger unless you straight up break your bones.
Have you seen that one surgery people are doing to get taller?
Oh my god, it's terrible. Why would you do
Yeah.
that?
They're ruining their athleticism. It makes no sense to do
That
that.
causes so much long-term damage.
Mm. Yeah. You can't sprint anymore. You can't run.
All of
You
that
can't, you can jump.
to pull a girl that's gonna stop liking you when your joints fail.
Yeah.
It's just so bad. Why would you ever put yourself through
You
that?
you can't even do a regular kick. You can't even do box squats, jumps.
And like, it's not even that much height gain. It's like 2 inches.
Yeah. People have done 15 inches or like 7.
Come on, being
I mean,
short
dude,
is not that bad, okay? And like,
it can have some like really good effects, you know, being short.
being short is not that bad to where you need to get
Mhm.
surgery. And also,
Yeah.
it messes up how you look because your body's not proportional anymore.
Yeah.
It arguably makes you less attractive. You're gonna end up looking like Slender Man.
I have, but I literally quit it after someone said something inappropriate to me. Yeah, it's not.
On the topic of short, I was watching like a Valorant tournaments going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other team's players got put up for like with the casting booth, and he was so short compared to everyone there.
How short is he?
His name's Oxy. He's like 5 something, but like he was so short. I'm pretty sure they had to get a stool so that they could actually see him on the caster booth. It was so funny though because
Is he below 5'5"?
I don't know. I think so. It
Oh my god.
was just so funny because when I say he was so much shorter than everyone else, the next shortest person was a good like 1.5 feet taller than him.
What the hell?
It was so freaking funny.
I used to be called short during middle school, and then when I jumped in height, people were like shocked.
Dude, I'm a fucking giant compared to most Vietnamese people. My doctor.
How tall are you right now?
I'm 5'10".
Nice. That's not bad. That's really good.
My doctor said I'm tall for most Asians, and I sat there staring at him.
Mhm.
You could have just said I was average. You could have just said I was
Yeah, literally anything
we're
but
in
that.
America. We're in America. You could have just said I was
Yeah.
average for an American, but no. You're tall for most Asians. He's not wrong. Most full-grown Vietnamese men are like 5'5", 5'4".
I'm Latino, and I think the average height for a male, for Latinos is 5'7" or 5'6".
Americans just feed their kids weird stuff nowadays. Dude, I swear to
Mm.
God, when I was a senior, I saw freshmen come in and they were like 6'7" with like full on facial hair, like beards, and I'm over here like, what are they feeding you, testosterone?
Maybe that, man. Imagine if that kid's still growing. Damn.
Were you getting injections in the womb? Like what the fuck? No, I mean like full on facial hair, like just full beard.
As a freshman?
Yes, as a freshman, not a held back
Yeah.
freshman, just a regular freshman.
Mm.
They're fucking giants, man.
Some of them. So I noticed the giants are growing in size, and the people that are average or below are
Shrinking.
actually getting weak.
They're shrinking. There is
Yeah.
no
So,
average anymore.
but the thing about average is going down, but giants and people that are tall and strong are getting taller, and people that are athletic are getting taller. But people that are regular, average, or below, shrinking. That's how it works.
The gap
Yeah.
is getting wider.
Listen, some people are 7 foot wide.
Oh my god. Actually, no. There was this one thing that confused me. It's
Hmm.
about it was about Muay Thai. I was punching the punching bag at like American Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Some random guy walked up to me and he was like, "Why aren't you punching it harder?" And I'm like, "Who are you? Leave me alone." I'm at the gym just minding my own business with my headphones in. This guy walks up and like I just got so confused. And he was like, "Why aren't you punching it?" He's like yelling it as well. And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, was he an old man?
He wasn't. He was like, he looked like he was like 26, 27, like that. He had like, he was Asian with like a pulled back ponytail.
I can just imagine that.
And like, yeah, he was buff, but at the same time, who are you to tell me to punch the punching bag harder? Who are you?
Who are you? What do you want?
Why are you bothering me? Who are you?
For real.
And like most of the time, Asians with ponytails would scare me because my experience with them is that they'll beat my ass. But at the same time, I don't know why this guy just didn't give off that vibe. He gave off like frat boy vibes. It was terrible.
Like obnoxious, right? Annoying.
Yes, like why do you walk up to someone and yell at them at a gym? Not even like an MMA gym, just a regular ass gym. Like I was just so confused. I'm minding my own business. Don't approach me.
Maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe his wife divorced him. You never know.
Frat boy vibes. Who would marry that? Respectfully, who would marry that? Listen, if you're marrying someone that walks up to random people at the gym and yells at them to punch harder, I think you need to reevaluate.
For real.
I'm also pretty sure he came there with his dad, because I saw him talking to an older Asian guy that was like bald, and I'm like, I think that's his dad.
You know, 6% of people in America think they can fight a grizzly bear that's full grown with their bare hands.
That's stupid.
Listen, nobody is beating a grizzly bear with barehanded.
I think it's because people think dumb animal and they think that the animals move stiffly. But they don't. Animals move very like fluidly.
Have you seen grizzly bears wrestle?
Dude, they're terrifying, man.
They literally pull MMA moves. I'm being so serious.
Like they are also, I don't think people understand how easily those claws can actually shred through things.
So the thing is, when a grizzly bear claws at something, there was a report of a grizzly bear, female by the way, not a full-grown male that's big, swiped at a car door and ripped it off.
I'm pretty sure the females are actually bigger.
No, males are bigger. Males are a lot bigger.
Normally in nature, the males are smaller.
But the thing is, females are more aggressive with when they have cubs with them because, you know, male bears like to kill the cubs so they can mate with the females. So there's that. So that's why they're so aggressive. They're more aggressive than males, but males, when it comes to mating season and wanting to get territory, then they're the most aggressive at that time. It just depends. So males, right? The biggest grizzly bear ever recorded, I think it was, how much was it? The biggest grizzly bear was 12'6". Oh no, 12'6" at the shoulder and 14 foot to the top of its head. That's pretty big, yeah?
Yeah. I think, okay, I feel like some people could probably beat a grizzly bear with their bare hands, but it would have to be like a big guy.
And that grizzly bear was 1,600 pounds. 1,600 pound bear. Oh my gosh. But if you compare that to the largest polar bear,
Polar bears are massive. They are. You do not want to fuck with polar bears. They will straight up just eat you.
Polar bears are much bigger than grizzly bears. 2,210 pounds.
It's because polar bears straight up can only eat meat. There's no vegetation there. It's straight up like they're fully carnivorous.
Yeah, and the largest mammal carnivore ever in history weighed 4,000 pounds on average.
Have you seen that debate about like 100 people versus a gorilla?
Yeah, but man, it's they say 100 average people can beat a gorilla. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they can. I heard people argue, like, have you seen how gorillas fight? But at the same time, the way they fight exhausts them very much. Gorillas don't fight for that long. They fight for, like, a short span, and then they gas out.
They can. 100 men can. They can do it. But, low-key, I would rather choose 5 hunters from 10,000 years ago than 100 men.
Well,
5 hunters.
5 hunters from a long ago. That was because they had way denser muscles.
Mm. And they had like they can hunt mammoths and stuff, and they're really, really, really smart when it comes to hunting
They also
tactics.
had
Yeah.
really good stamina because they
Mm.
hunted all the time.
Average people got weaker, lost endurance. We gained intelligence, but we lost all those physical attributes. Am I right?
We do live a lot longer.
That is true. Yeah, you're right about that.
I think the average lifespan of like a caveman was 15 years. It was bad.
Mhm. You know, Neanderthals had insane bone density. They can bench 500. The average male. The average male.
I still remember when people said like it was a whole thing in the science community when
Mhm.
people found out that like I think it was a fully race thing. It was really racist. It was like black and white people, Neanderthal, stuff like that. And then like the whole news changed around when they found out that like, oh, Neanderthals did this and that.
Mhm. It's crazy to me how there's so much animals that used to exist but cease to exist now.
We eat them. Have you seen the new studies? They like made they made a dire wolf breed.
They did. So the thing is, people are saying it's not a dire wolf, but I can say the same thing for the dinosaurs that are in Jurassic Park. I can just say they're oversized frogs because they have frog genome in them. But we don't. We still call them dinosaurs. Am I right?
Yeah, it's
Does it
more
make sense?
it's us trying to replicate as close as possible. We're never gonna get the exact thing.
It's the same way. It's basically the same as Jurassic Park. They use genetics to help them out. It's a dire wolf. They just replicated it. That's it. Am I right?
Yeah.
And they use direwolf because direwolves share 98. No, not direwolves. They use gray wolves because they share 98% of the same DNA as direwolves. You know.
They're taking direwolf DNA and just putting it inside something similar to
Mhm.
a
Yeah. And the next one is gonna be the mammoth. And they're using the closest relative.
They're using mice right now to make woolly mice.
Yeah, I wish those are pets, man. They look so cute.
There was that one
It's-
scientist that like drank like 8,000-year. No, it was like million-year-old bacteria.
I thought it was billion. I know what you're talking about. I thought it was
No,
billion.
yeah, it was because like they tested it on mice and stuff, and they found that it gave mice like longer lifespans. So he was just like, "Fuck it," and then he drank it. I think he died recently, but he lived for a long time. It was like in his 90s.
So did it give him a longer lifespan?
He's Russian, so probably.
But how long do Russians live?
Funny thing, Russians actually have a shorter lifespan than most other countries because of how much vodka they drink. They straight up, their like population age went down because how many people died from alcohol.
The average age, oh my gosh, it's 40 years.
Yeah.
So that guy lived a longer time, longer time.
More than double.
That's crazy.
And people call Americans unhealthy.
Yeah. People in America are like some of the athletes are getting huge. They're not unhealthy.
I'm doing hit PvP because I got tired of playing Skyblock.
Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah, I've been having like issues streaming Valorant, just so much lag.
You know Pokemon cards and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, I used to have a ton.
Dude, okay, so the stock for everything right now is off the charts. There's nothing on the shelves. And
Those fucking
prismatic evolutions, yeah.
Why don't
I've
y'all
sent
just like stop buying them from scalpers and then just wait for them to lose all of their money and go homeless.
That would be such a good idea, but there's a problem. People are desperate, and that's a big advantage for
People are
scalpers.
desperate for Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. It's plastic. Like, I get it, some of them go up in price after a while, but at the same time, like, you can just...
There's a card in there. Okay, the thing is, I think it's because all the cards in there are worth so much. The full arts are way above $200 on average. And the most expensive one is $2,000 raw, the Umbreon.
Why are they so expensive? Because it's a new pack. Usually you see those with old packs because they're not produced anymore.
We don't know. Maybe because they look cool, but that still makes no sense. Everything is so confusing. And based on my prediction, it's going to keep going up in value. All of those cards, which makes people more desperate. And I don't know why. It's confusing. But you know the Minecraft McDonald's collab?
Yeah.
I got a card graded and I sent it to PSA. The Grimace card. It looks like it was in perfect condition. And I sent a Pokemon card to the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX, and they come back in like a month or two.
Dude, this guy is not Dream. Get that skin off.
Sometimes I wish there was like fun, like there was an actual fun game, you know?
So I've been running out of games to play. I used to play Total War Rome 2. It's like a war strategy game. I enjoyed that game. No one plays it anymore, so I don't have anyone to play with. Because, like, the campaign gets boring. Like, the fun part is the multiplayer battles. But, you know, no one plays the game anymore, so...
Roblox is so boring now. Roblox. You know that game, yeah?
Yeah, I play with my friends sometimes. It's mainly just tower defense. There's nothing... There was a game called, like, Dungeon Leveling. It got repetitive for me, and I got bored. But, like...
There's a game called Forsaken that I play a lot. I have really good stats in it. It's like Dead by Daylight, but Roblox RNG stuff, like Myths, 1x1, John Doe. You know Dead by Daylight, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. And 100,000 players play it daily, and when it updates, I think it gets way more than that. That's pretty good, yeah? And Game Theory made a video about it, so it's very unique, but the ownership is just buns, all right? They haven't added a new killer for 7 months. 7.
I've been waiting for my friend to get back from vacation so we can play The Forest.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. It's a fun game.
It's scary as shit when you play alone, though. When you're playing together, it's less scary because you can just jump everything. That guy wasn't even looking in my direction. What do you mean?
Do you want to see my stats real quick? Hold on.
Yeah, sure. Send them to me.
I'm gonna send them in DMs. Also, don't mind the golden borders. I just added that as clickbait to say gold rank.
Oh my god.
You see that stats? You see them stats?
Oh my god. You played that many hours?
8 days and 11 hours.
Why? Why would you...
Dude, I don't know. I'm really competitive. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I maxed all the killers and I'm about to max every survivor.
You know, I started getting back into Minecraft PvP, and I gotta say, the skill level went up a lot, okay? I remember when I used to play Bed Wars, no one could speed bridge, and now everyone's speed bridging. What is this?
I don't play PvP, honestly. I just play modded stuff, you know? It's really fun.
Modded, but at the same time, like, I was in an SMP, and one of the things, I got kicked from it. I got banned from it for questionable reasons. They said I was transphobic, and I was like, when? And then they were like,
what?
Yeah, the thing is, I streamed all of my interactions on that server. So, like, me and one of my friends went through all of my streams to check when was I transphobic. And I just couldn't find anything. It confused the shit out of me.
Oh, they just assumed. They just lied.
It was
Nice.
confusing. I wouldn't say lie. Maybe someone like misunderstood something I said. I give them the benefit of the doubt, but they wouldn't tell me what was the incident and who it was, and they said it was for the other person's safety, and I'm like, do you think I'm gonna like find them or something?
Man, that person that blamed you should be in trouble.
I don't know. It may have been because I have one of my friends is a femboy, and I joke about him being my son a lot, so maybe they thought that. I don't know, but I do know that I misgendered someone a couple times, but that's because I never interacted with them, and I find it very awkward to ask for people's pronouns 24/7. I don't like opening up interactions with that. Okay.
I just say they at this point. I just say they. You know, like they are. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Stuff like that.
I'm not mean about it, okay? If you correct me and I interact with you enough, I'll remember, and then I'll just like say the correct pronouns. If I never interact with you and you never correct me, though, I'm not gonna know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I got banned from that server, but I wanted to plan with the admins a event. It was a lore server, but I wanted an event mainly between me and one other person that was big on PvP. It was gonna decide how our characters went on in the story, and it was a PvP
That's
thing.
cool.
So it would be me versus him, and whoever won, like that was like it would establish how your character would go. I got banned before I could do that.
Ooh.
But
That's really that would have been cool. Okay.
I built most of the big builds on that server as well, which like pissed me off. And then like all of the admins, besides like one of my friends that was on the admin team that I barely talk to anymore because it felt awkward talking to them. Besides him, all of the admins blocked me as well. So I can't even ask them for the world download to get the stuff I put effort into, and I built it all in survival as well. So like all of that effort, I don't get to have it.
For nothing. Wow.
Which, like, it's fine. I don't care. I built that stuff specifically for that server, but it would have been nice if they offered.
Oh my gosh. That's awful. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Can imagine.
I'm never joining a roleplay SMP like that again. I had another.
It always ends up in a flame, one way or another. I know it.
I had another issue with them. I think it was like sometimes the owner and the admins got really political, and it was just like one of the other people pointed out as well. It's like. I don't really care what political party you are. I hate politics. But,
me too. I don't really care about them.
But one person, they're left-leaning liberal. Even
what does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
In American terms, it's Democrat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're left-leaning liberal. They even they like admitted they could feel the bias from it. Like it was very
political. Like it's too much.
It was
I feel like communities, like in general, shouldn't have politics at all. It should just be about games, like having fun. You know, shouldn't be about politics. Like that's it doesn't make sense, and I don't like it. I don't know about you, but I don't like it at all.
I just hate politics in general. I feel
Me
like
too.
It makes everyone hate each other, and I don't like that.
If everybody in the world connected with each other, we can advance so much further.
But
you know?
Instead, we're arguing.
Yeah.
And then the presidents get worse because of it. I remember, like, I was in my history class, we were watching, like, old political debates, and political debates back in the day were a lot more about agreeing with each other compared to nowadays.
Yeah.
like they actually talked about policies instead of shit talking each other. It was like a lot of the campaigns were talking about what this president can do for you and not what the other president did that was bad.
And Trump lied about like the economy. He's just spending so much money for no reason.
I just hate. I've hated every single president since like.
Yeah.
I'd say since Obama.
I wish. Listen, I feel like if all the world connects, right? We gotta have like a leader that's smart as hell, like the smartest person alive.
Yeah, sadly, that's not gonna work. Most people
Yeah.
aren't smart enough to elect a smart leader. Everyone just wants to select someone that fully agrees with them.
That's so true. Wait, no, oh my gosh.
I feel like every time I watch any debates nowadays, it always ends up into yelling, and I hate it. Because, like, yelling doesn't mean you're right, you're just taking up time of other people.
Yeah. I feel like there won't be a time where I live where people connect. I'll probably be dead by now.
Dude, I'm
And
gonna
people are
get sent
connecting.
to war. World War III is gonna happen. I'm so screwed. I'm Vietnamese as well. The Chinese people hate me.
We should start connecting.
I'm gonna get sent off to the Pacific.
No.
Not again. Oh my god.
Listen, man, just parry.
Just parry.
Parry. Do sky bridges.
Oh my god. Sky bridge over China.
Anyways, it's getting late, man. I best go to sleep. I want them girl plates to grow.
Alright, see you, man.
Alright, see you. Have a good day.
See ya. That was a stupid move. Back to Skyblock.
What's up, everybody?
Actually,
Charles
it's
Barkley here
late.
with my
I'm
little
gonna get
computer
off
buddy,
for the
Chuck
night.
GPT. What's up, Chuck IRL? The NBA
I'm
playoffs are
sorry
here, and
about
I'm
the
getting my
little
best in on FanDuel. Talk
SMP
to me,
rant
Chuck
thing at the
GPT.
end of
What do you
stream.
know?
I hope you all have a lovely night, though.
How many ounces in a gallon? I even know the capital of Peru.
Goodbye.
No, man. What do you
After
know
I
about
put
the
these
playoffs?
coins away.
Everything. The stats,
Goodbye.
the rivalries, the tastiest snacks at every arena.